Thanks for joining us on News 360 tonight. As always, it's coming to you live from our news hub here at Adesawe, Kanda in Accra. My name is Aisha Yakubu Khalid.
And I am Komla Adoma. Top stories this evening.
News 360 headlines is brought to you by Deluxy Acrylic Paint, Heaven Insecticide Spray and Coil,
Kel Charcoal Toothpaste,
and Apart Foods.
My Life Insurance.
Former Director General of Police, National Patrol and Visibility Department, COP Yagi Akuriba, retired, expresses dismay over current mode of recruitment into the police service.
Also this evening, equipment estimated at $38 million left in the open at the abandoned Afari military hospital site in the Ashanti region.
Also coming up, crave for body enhancement in spite of increasing medical reports on complications from products used and procedures.
In sports, national soccer team coach C.K. Akono slams FIFA and COVID rules, denying 7 Black Stars players from the team against South Africa in Monday's World Cup qualifier.
On the international front, fate of Guinea's President Alpha Condé unclear after an unverified video showed him surrounded by soldiers claiming to have seized power. Well, the details of these and many other stories, including sports and entertainment, coming up over the next 60 minutes. Remember, we're also live on DSTV channel 279. Let's settle for the details now. And former Director General of the Police, National Patrol and Visibility Department, COP Yagi Akuriba, retired, has expressed dismay over the current mode of recruitment into the police service. According to him, training and disciplining recruits is no longer an easy task due to overly political influence.
I know a lot of people, they don't want to instruct the people who are in the training because they were brought in by politicians. And when you want the fellow to be trained properly, you will just take a phone and call that politician or whoever is a big person who is responsible for his or her recruitment. And they tell you to stop. Even jobs, you know, even jobs now, people are there, they are not doing any job. When you want to take action, they call somebody and then they tell you, don't worry them. So it is discipline. If you don't go back to the good old days, we will not go anywhere. I want to see a presidential commission established in Ghana for the first time, presidential commission to look into the whole police service so that people would have the opportunity to come and testify what is wrong, where have we had it wrong and where are we going. And I want the whole country to embrace the community policing concept and visibility. The current IGP is very passionate and very soon there will be a strategy on that.
Time now for our series on abandoned hospital projects. Now, medical equipment worth over $38 million have been left in the open at the abandoned Afari military hospital site in Echuma Mwabeja municipality of the Ashanti region. The construction of a facility which started a little over 6 years ago remains uncompleted despite promises made by the Defense Minister Dominic Nitiwo.
The 500-bed Afari Military Hospital is expected to serve as a referral center and to provide primary health care services as well. The $180 million facility includes staff residence. The Defense Minister Dominic Nitiwo, appearing before the Appointment Committee of Parliament for his second vetting, promised the project will be ready in April 2021. But the project remains stalled, leaving residents and many other Ghanaians wondering when it will be completed and operational. What has compounded the current state of the facility is equipment left in the open at the mercy of the weather. They include air conditioners, power generating sets, MRI machines, and other medical equipment. Government and Messrs. Aerojet Invest SA signed an agreement in August 2008 for the construction of the military hospital at Sofoline in Kumasi. The contract agreement was revised and the location moved to Tamale in January 2010. It was again relocated from Tamale to Accra and finally moved to Aferi in the Ashanti region. Construction work commenced in 2014 and was to be completed in 42 months. Government is currently implementing the Agenda 111 program that will see new health facilities across the country. Critics, however, want government to invest in completing abandoned hospital projects, make them operational and accessible in their catchment areas.
All Agenda 111 projects were legally awarded. Information Minister Kojo Nkrumah, who made this known at a media briefing in Accra, said government had taken notice of some deliberate politically motivated commentaries against the project in the media.
The cost of the district hospitals under Agenda 111, as you heard us mention right from this podium, about 17 million USD. This is about 50% of the cost of similar projects under the previous administration. It was costing between 25 and 35 million USD. The claim, therefore, of inflated contracts is therefore totally untrue and we believe politically trumped up. Now, additionally, the Finance Ministry has explained the $100 million, which is equal to about the 600 million cedis equivalent, which has not been expended. It has been made available as commencement funding that these contractors will be drawing down on. These about 217 contractors who are working on the first 88 projects. They'll be drawing down on it for their purposes. We encourage a healthy public conversation on the project, but we strongly discourage any attempt to undermine it with the hope of making some partisan political gains.
Away from health, they have migrated to Ghana to make the streets their home. But what happens to them beyond begging along the streets after sunset? My colleague Portia Gabo spent the night on the streets of Accra with some street beggars, and here's her report.
This time, the streets of Accra almost deserted. While some are sleeping in the comfort of their homes, others are homeless. On the streets, it's been